During the late 70s and early 1980s, Canada was a breeding ground for a wealth of maximalist melodic hard rock. And in 1980, one such album to emerge from that vein was from the Toronto four-piece Wireless, from their third album, No Static, the track Timekeeper. I must say, produced by Geddy Lee, the same year as Permanent Waves. I just gotta say that I love that chordal arc that occurs during the chorus, paired with the singer's like gravelly, gritty, brawny voice, which reminds me of the singer from Gamma. Let's see, vocals on this album, our guy. I'll get to the credits later. Let's just get back to the song. Unfortunately, the lyrics to the song aren't printed anywhere, but let's see. The members, Steve McMurray, guitar vocals, and Allan Marshall, bass vocals, Mike Crawford, guitar vocals. As of this lineup, they had some earlier members who came and went. This was their third and final album. They released the first coming out in 1976. So they kind of beat the English band Wire to the punch by about a year. I gotta say, the drummer, he has a pretty clean setup. Not a lot of pieces, but he's putting in some good fills for what he's got. Good like tom roll right there. Yeah, some good like angular interjections during the verses and such, and like placement of the different instruments. I mean, well paced by the drummer, like interacting with the guitar, like a lot of choice. They're even though it's, you can tell that in orientation they're kind of like bluesy hard rock. They're really careful with the interplay. They're not letting themselves just be thrown around by bar chords. It's not just kind of like like a bar chord soup, with a very standard. I mean, and I say that because there were a lot of like kind of generic hard rock bands playing like the bar circuit around this time, and it seems like this band kind of maybe listened to some of the classier like English blues rock, hard rock acts of the time. Like I can hear bits of trapeze in this, or I can hear Rory Gallagher, like Moonchild, or some of the stuff off Calling Card, the faster numbers with like the more intricate guitar work and such, the more measured bars and melodic refrains, or like Gamma could be a reference point. Yeah. The way that the bass kind of descends, bum bum bum, like as the singer kind of like does this upper arc, da na 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 na. Those the way the bass notes interact with the vocal arc, I think is what's really making the song, and also the sustained vocals on certain words, like as he belts out that chorus with just that swagger, that grit of his. Yeah, this guy, I would imagine this guy had, among people who've heard him and who tend to rank like AOR or like hard rock vocalists. I would imagine this guy gets his dues every now and then from those who actually know him and know this band. Yeah, that part right there just makes the song. Oh, if I'm going to mention Rory Gallagher, like mid to late 70s Rory Gallagher as a reference point here, I should also mention Pat Travers, who a Canadian. Yeah, Pat Travers' band. That was over and done pretty quick. Let's East of the Sun. Yeah, another track from the album No Static.
Just can't deal with the way I am. You can't understand, and you feel uncertain, cause I'm dropping the curtain, and it's just scene one, but it must be done.
Okay, I'm really curious as to how this is going to interact with it, or how the title is going to bear out in these lyrics. East of the sun, west of the moon.
What can I say? In your own special way, you gave me a thrill. I love you still. Reflections, illusions, the endless confusions are on my mind most of the time.
So far, it seems to be about romantic doubt. I mean, the lyrics are a lot more intelligible on this one on this number than they were on the last one. Like Timekeeper, I guess the title you have to let the title be kind of self-evident, but because the title to this song would kind of indicate that there is a relationship going on between East and West.
It's not the things that you said, girl. All you did, it's the way that we are, girl. Cause we live in a strange world. Now I know I must be on my own, girl. Thanks for love. But now I'm somewhere east of the
Now that's an interesting middle section right there. Yeah, kind of like an echoey type tone.
What can you do except to leave right on cue when it's all been said?
Now that has me kind of wondering how much of a creative hand did Geddy Lee have on this album? Was he making suggestions, or was he just kind of impassively working the console?
Got to look ahead. Remember the faces, the mood of the places, their looks have days, your little ways, oh yeah. It's not the things that you said, girl, or what you did, you should know that by now, girl.
I don't think this track is really quite utilizing the power of his voice. He definitely was in his element in that really brisk, kind of aggressive tone. The tender, I don't know if I'm quite feeling the whole tender side as much.
'Cause we live in a strange world, always will, but you've kept me up, girl. So do it all well. I'll send you cause east of the sea, west of the moon. You know I'm so ready, east of the sun, west of the
Hear those little droplet type sounds from the keyboard? I'd say a serviceable guitarist. Definitely got some interesting tones worked up there. Now, I wish this part had been used a bit more in the song. Hearing it for the second time here. Yeah, I think that should have been like distributed a bit more throughout the piece. I ultimately think that goes kind of down as the earworm from East of the Sun, West of the Moon. Wireless, East of the Sun, West of the Moon, and before that, Timekeeper from their 1980 album No Static. Yeah, produced by Geddy Lee, and some good talent on display there from like a working man's rock band with some creative and artsy type touches, and amid their more like visceral approach, and with a basic lineup and all. For more Rubies and Sapphires from bands like Wireless and other Canadian acts from this period and from the 10 years both this way and that way from 1980, see the directory of albums by Canadian artists linked in the description below, where you will see the 3 Wireless albums as well as the catalogs of Saga, FM, Rush, and a whole lot more. Yeah, and leave a comment if there are any observations you had about these numbers or things that you might know about the band or the lyrics the song means. And like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear travel trimaximalist, signing off.